This is class 2 of the Prismacolor Master Series. This week, we're going to set up the book. Now, I want to thank everybody who purchased this book this week. I really was not expecting that, and I sold out 3 times. If you are one of the people who got locked out of the book during the short time that I didn't realize it was running low, I restocked my Etsy shop. The link will be in the description below. And thank you, everyone, for all the wonderful reviews. I was touched. I've read every single one. I put on the schedule setting up the book for a reason. I knew there was going to be a lot of questions, and I want everybody to start with the pencils on the same level. So today, we're going to go through my book and how I set it up. Now, how you set it up is, it could be anything you want it to be. It's your personal reference. And today I'm going to show you my way and give you some ideas how you could do yours. But I'm warning you, I've got a little bit more than what anybody even needs. Yep, that's my Prisma book. I have a lot of teaching to do, so I have a lot more than other people. Now, I have it in 3 volumes, and yes, I bought these off of Amazon just because they're nice. And if I'm going to have this book, hopefully forever, I want the book to be nice. So I got this on Amazon, and it came in 2 colors. I decorated it myself. But the book that we're going to go through today, which is the first 50 pages, is this one. This is my big, beautiful book of colors. I also got this off of Amazon. It's not cheap. Okay, I paid probably $70 for it, but I really wanted something nice to put on my shelf, and this is the nicest thing that I could find. It's actually handmade, and it's not gold when you get it. I put a little gilding on it. So here is the book. I'm going to open it up. It has really nice clasps, and it's huge. This book is gigantic. And we'll start off with how I put my pages. I used sleeves. Now, the reasons why I use sleeves is because it's easier to actually compare pages when it has the plastic on it. I don't have to worry about wearing out my pages. And if you're going to print these books, you just want to keep it nice. So I put everything, every page in plastic. This came from Walmart, and I got like 200 of them, and which was plenty. So I put everything in plastic, and I added, of course, a lot of things to it. And the first thing I added was something I found off of Etsy. Not Etsy. I found this off of Pinterest, and it's a really nice Prismacolor swatch. Somebody may have sent this to me. I'm not I don't really remember right now, but okay, so we have the title page. Now, these pictures, I got them off of Temu. Dirt cheap. They were on sale for like $2 a book. Well, this happens to be postcards, and they were still like $2 for a big stack of them. And they're just very pretty, cute things. And I'll show you what I've been doing with them. My book's not finished. You'll see I have a lot of empty pages that will be finished. And this is also going to be the last time you see this full book until after the course is done, when my book is done. So here's more of that. Put the index in the front of the book. It makes it a lot easier to just look up in the front where your pencils are and on what pages. So I did that. I put my piano keyboard, which you will find out soon. You're going to actually see what I did with that. And more of these. Then I put this in. I gave you guys this in the Facebook group. I uploaded this so that you guys can have a notes-taking page. Now, in this book, I did a lot of them, all different. And so at some point, I will offer it to you in my Etsy shop, probably really dirt cheap, like the whole book for $5. And these are really cute. They came out fantastic. I just want to make sure that the colors are good and bright. And you'll see some of them need to be brightened up. So this one would match with permanent red. And I started coloring in. I didn't get very far. It's been a very busy week. Okay, here we're going into pomegranate, and I have things to put on the blank pages, but I haven't put them in yet. And this one I did for the pomegranate. I like this one, and it'll look good with the pomegranate page. This is what I'm doing with them. I bought these little characters on Facebook. They're for watercolors, and I shrunk them down. They were like a full page, but I shrunk them down, and I've been coloring them, and they're fun as like a quick color. If I'm sitting at my desk, I usually have like a little stack of them. So that's what I did with those. And then I'm going to put my art on top of this, so it looks like it's a finished page. So we have the pale vermilion. Now we're getting into some of my artwork, the melting heart. I made these up with some information about each pencil. Now here we have the piano. And you don't have to worry about this week. I'm going to give you this next week. It's a color progression. And we're going to do a lot of these so that you can see colors comparative to each other when it comes to the undertones. And here's another one that I did. And the poppy one. I like the color. The color is not cheap to print. That's why I'm going to give you guys this as a package deal. Super cheap, because honestly, it's expensive to print. But if you do it like weekly, you don't have to do 50 pages at one time. If you do it like weekly, the colors that we do and the corresponding notes page it's not bad. This is another one of my art, another Color Magic one. This one is all tomatoes, and I did for the tomato in Scarlet Lake. This is an example of hyperrealism. I did that a long time ago. I found it in one of my sketchbooks, and I liked it, so I cut it out and I put it in here. And then with the Scarlet Lake to do strawberries, you put Scarlet Lake, here it is. This came from my first book, one of my other books, and it gives you like the color, how to make this color, and the lips that I did. This one I think is too dark. I'm going to redo this page much lighter. And it's just the frogs to match the toadstool over here. This is one of my favorites, the wine. This one came out really good. And not all my pages are against the page that it is. Like Permanent Red should be by Permanent Red. I'll restructure my book as we go. So this is why this is one of my favorite ones. And that's Crimson Lake. I did some more of these. This is one of my favorite ones too. It came out very colorful. And that one is for Carmine Red. And then I did the cupcake one. I did hot pink. And I completely forgot I was going to answer some questions. Let me get them out. These are the questions that people have sent to me. What paper should I use? I'm using cardstock. I'm using Pen and Gear from Walmart. Nothing spectacular. It wasn't, I don't even think I paid $8 for the whole pack. You don't need really good paper for coloring. These are just kind of quick colors. You're not doing layered and layered art with this. You're just trying to demonstrate the color. And this is another one of those that I did just sitting at my desk being bored. And the power of gray pencils. I've been putting up some of these info charts. So if you join the Facebook group, you get a lot more things that you can print out. And the magic of glowing reds. This is the one that I gave out in the group. I'll put the gray one in there too. More of those. This one came from a book that I also got on Temu. Question: are you going to go in order with the colors? No, I am not. I can't, because I'll be doing one color that works with other colors, and I have to bring those colors in and the reactions to the colors. Next week, I'm going to be doing, let me see. I'm going to be doing Permanent Red, and that's the information I have on Permanent Red. So I said, we're going to deep dive. It's not going to be that bad. I'm doing Pomegranate being the neutral, Permanent Red being the middle, and then the next one, probably do I think it's either Pale Vermilion or it's a warm red. So we're going to do a neutral, a cool, and a warm next week. I just don't remember if it was Pale Vermilion or not. So Just more of my artwork. This one's kind of washed out. This is black cherry. I'm gonna redo the colors on that. Not good. This is just something I did years ago on YouTube. I like this one. Snails and berries. And that's for black raspberry. And this was just something fun I did in my coloring days. I didn't draw this. I don't even remember where I got it from. It's just printed off. I may have gotten it on Etsy. I have a whole bunch of these in here that I did. And this is my own original blends that I've been saving up, and I just put them all in one info pack paper. I forgot what they're called, but this I call Rosewater Pink, and its variations. Can you print on both sides of the paper? Yes, you can, if you wanted to. There's no reason why you can't. What type of binder should you get? You can get any binder, but make it a 3-ring because you're really gonna need the room for adding stuff. Get the 3-inch. And there's cheap 3-inch ones. They're by my feet. You can get these 3-inch. They're not expensive. I think I got this also at Walmart. And this was a rose that I did. And that's where I got those color combinations that I put in that page. And this is for pink rose. I got the pink roses. Strawberry milk. That was a coloring page. This is by Chris Cheng. This is one of her pictures from a couple of years ago. I don't even remember what year. Oh, wait, here it is. 20. So it was 11/28. Oh, my God, it was 6 years ago I did this picture. That was a long time ago. I don't do her color-alongs, but I love her art. So, cupcake one that matches. And this is a candy one, and for salmon pink. This is another original artwork. I don't have the year, I didn't sign it. And realistic looking egg. When did I do this? In 20. More of those. The blank page. Cadmium orange. I did tropical blends. Orange for orange. This is another one of the pictures that I got from that girl. She did a watercolor book. I'll leave her name in the description if I could find it on my Facebook page. And if not, I'll do it next week. Pumpkins, we're starting to get into the oranges. This is one of mine on how to do an apple, a realistic apple. And we're gonna get into all of this down the line. Once we get into some of the colors that you learn in here, then I will start putting them together and showing you how to do realistic apples. More of the same. Let me see. Terracotta. Dusty peach sorbet. I'm going to teach you how to make dusty colors, which are way different than dirty colors. Dusty colors good, dirty colors not so good. Dusty peach tea, and then I have a peach one. The secrets to ash blonde. That's my secrets, I'm not telling you. No, I will teach you this one on how to do ash blonde. You really don't need yellow to do blonde hair. It's one of the secrets. Shh. Electric guava, which is like a tropical color mix that I did. Underwater scene. Tree bark, on how to do tree bark realistically. And that's another one of the ones that I did. These are my instructions. Ethereal clouds. Once we start getting into the ethereal colors, we're going to learn how to do this too. It's for seashell pink. This one came out very colorful. That's what I want to do for the other ones, to make it colorful like this. Neon orchid. They came on this paper. Like, I did it originally on this paper. So this came out really dark. I'm going to lighten this up just so that you could see the colors better. And I did another one of those pencils. I did them for all the colors. The lemon yellow. I did a lemon one for. How many people remember this? It was before I took my break. I was playing on my desk with some art supply chemicals. And I liked this big bird. I did this big bird and I thought, oh, it came out so cute. I'm going to blend it. And I mixed some wrong things and I fried big bird. So I crack up. This was from 2022. Sunburst yellow. I did sunflowers and pansies. This is my best friend's favorite picture that I did. I like it, but I screwed up the shadow on it so badly. Shh. I did this in 2019. I'm going to show you such a better way of doing shadows than this. The bee came out good, and that's why I didn't chuck this. And maybe I'll send it to her. Don't tell her. And she won't know if she didn't watch my video. Buttercream. So you could see a real hyper realist. Well, no, it's not hyper realistic. From 2021, a realistic banana. This is my original artwork, and this is just a coloring page that I did. One of my favorite holidays is St. Patrick's Day because that's my daughter's birthday. And a realistic strawberry. I never finished. You could see there's the sketch is here to do it, and I never finished. But I thought the strawberry came out good. And this is, what do they call this? Neurogenic art. And this was the first one I ever did. And I interjected some realism with the pebbles and the bark and the rocks. And of course, I didn't finish it. Someday I might. I still like it. This one, if you could tell, I was doing a review on some gold markers. I liked it. And so the hair was done with the gold markers, and of course I put that with metallic gold and a realistic leaf. I drew that, but I don't think it's that realistic. So this is my book, and let's see if I can get to the last of the questions here. How long will the course take? Forever? No, about 6 months. We're going to be doing this. I don't have Facebook. How can I get the supplemental pages? Well, if you bought the book, you didn't hear this from me, nudge me on Etsy. If I say I came out with one and you're not in the Facebook, just if you go to the link where you bought the book, there's a link, contact the shop owner, and I'll pop you back the file. It takes a half a second. Will you go in order? What happens if I miss a class? Well, I take attendance, okay, at the beginning of every class, and if you miss 3, you get kicked out, because I can't have my students missing class. No. I have a playlist. If you go to my page and say you want to find a particular color and you want to know if there's anything tidbits about that color that you need to know, the whole entire course will be in that playlist. So just look in them and that's where everything will be. Will I put this book on Amazon? No. Amazon paper is crap. I'm being honest. It's not good paper. And I've seen some books that were created on Amazon, and I didn't like them. And I'm talking about the KDP, I think that's what they call it, where you can put your book there and have them publish it. No, I think I'm going to pass on that. Maybe in the future, but not now. And it would have to be using my Etsy shop. When will the Polychromos come out? I think I said that last week. Polychromos. I did see them this week. Thank you, Crystal. I had seen them a while ago in rumor form, but she gave me the listing for theirs in the UK. They're really gearing up. I don't think it's going to come to the United States until at least October. They probably will get them in for the Christmas rush. It's what they say. They did a middle red for us. Prismacolor does not have a middle red. It's got permanent red. We'll talk about that next week. But it had a lot of pastels and muted colors. This is going to be great if they're giving us, they are giving us pastels. I saw the pencils. Let me see anything else on my list. Nope, I think I covered it all. Okay, I will see you guys next week. And by next week, I'm going to be a grandma again. My daughter's going to have the baby this week. 100%. There's no question. She's not allowed to go into labor. So she will have the baby this week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Take care.